with the Super Dragon Ball Heroes collab coming next week on Dokkan, we have a bunch of characters with brand new names that, could potentially shake up the existing teams. And today we're going to take a look at Crimson Masked Saiyan Super Saiyan Rose 3. Pretty long name. He transforms, it seems, into the full power Super Saiyan Rose. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, this is Goku Black. So I do have the Zamasu like tab Goku Black pulled up here. And we're going to talk about what this guy could potentially be for the Fusion Zamasu team, what my hopes for his kit are going to be looking like, maybe his leader skill, what he could potentially lead as a category team, everything like that. But again, to confirm, we can take a look down here at the campaign for the Super Dragon Ball Heroes collab. It starts on the 21st Pacific time. Last year, the campaign started on the 21st at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So it should, I assume, be the same time. And then, for most people, it'll be the 22nd when the banners drop. Pacific time, the banners will come out on the 21st. So in a week from now, the Heroes units will already be out in game, I'm assuming, which is very, very exciting. And again, there's tons of content and stuff. Hopefully we'll get a lot of that. But let's talk about Crimson Masked Saiyan. I think this guy, I really want to do a separate video highlighting him like I did with Vegito yesterday. Because this character, I think, really could be so helpful to a lot of these villain teams. I mean, if we take a look at just Goku Black characters in general, so many of these characters end up being support units, and I think villains really would benefit from having different support units added to their teams. I mean, this Goku Black supporting, this guy has support, this guy has support, this unit also does have support in the global version, right? Supports. This guy is like the only Goku Black unit that doesn't actually provide a support buff. Like standalone Goku Black by himself. Like all these Goku Black units are supporting characters. Like Extreme Class Key 3, 30% attack. This guy gives Extreme Class 3 Key 30% attack. This guy gives 3 Key 50% attack. There's a lot. So I'm hoping that this character is some sort of supporting character here. And then, when he transforms to Rose, maybe still have some supportive natures like an orb changing or something like that. But, he'll probably be much more like offense, defense, hard hitter kind of unit is what I'm expecting the full power version to be. But this guy, just normal Super Saiyan 3 Rose, my real want for him is to be like, I'm fine. This guy doesn't have to be really a slot 1 unit. Maybe when he transforms, he'll be slot 1. Because you do have a lot of slot 1 units on the Zamasu team. If we're talking about him working on the Goku Black Zamasu villain team. He will obviously be on this team. He is going to be a Realm of Gods character. And he will be a time traveler character. All Goku Blacks are going to fit this team whether or not they're on Heroes or not. Which is really helpful. So we have this guy for the first few turns. He is a very strong slot 1 option. This guy, when he transforms, he's also a very strong slot 1 option. Even like into Zamasu could be an okay slot 1 option as well, with 60% damage reduction. So I'm not really sure if this team actually wants a slot 1 unit, which is nice, right? I think I closed the wrong tab, but it is good to see a character that doesn't actually need a slot 1, or at least a villain team that doesn't need a slot 1 option. Because I think so, like every other villain team wants a slot 1 character pretty much, or at least an extra one. But this team is fine without one, so that is helpful. This guy could be like a slot 2-3 unit. I'm fine with it. But what I do think that villain teams really want is multi-turn support. I mean, if we take a look at let's take a look at Fierce Battle, right, and just talk about like villains in general. We could take a look here at characters that provide multiplicative support or multi-turn support. Agio Vegito Blue, his 12 key super attack provides basically a multiplicative 50% support, super attack effect type, right? That's really good. We see who else here? I'm not really finding any characters here just yet. Ooh, multi-turn support right here. Bulma, multi-turn support right here. This is a domain effect that increases the damage, and gets every boss in the game. Fusion Zamasu has a domain effect, but it's not as easy to get out, and it's like there's no super class bosses for the Infinite Zamasu domain effect to really come into play, right? And there's more characters if we just keep scrolling down here that provide a multiplicative support or multi-turn support. Like this Vegeta is multiplicative support. This Yajirobe provides multiple turn support, right? Again, keep scrolling down the androids, multi-turn and multiplicative support, which is really insane. Kid Gohan and Piccolo, multi-turn support. Like there's so many of these characters that are doing this ability. Even Path Power Kid Goku has damage reduction support, right? There's a lot that they could do to add to villain teams in terms of supportive options, because really the best support unit we have for villain teams right now is this character right here. Like this is the best villain support unit, and it's like very restricted to certain villain teams, right? I mean, like basically Turles and Coolers get like this boost, but Turles is good still. Cooler isn't really like that great anymore. We need a character that could do that. Like technically Turles can, but we don't have any Goku family difficult enemies to get use out of that. So that's the only issue there. I think that if we are going to get this guy, like multi-turn support for a character like this would be really, really helpful with these villain teams. Give us something that these villain teams do not have. I think would be really, really sick. Maybe even damage reduction support would go a long way for these villain teams. You know, yeah, just like make it just literally 3 key this and 30% attacking defense for 2 turns. I think that would really go a long way. And then maybe to time travelers category allies get like 6% damage reduction or something. That would make him obviously just insane just by that as a supporting character. Give this guy decent stats and we're good. Then when he transforms, maybe still keep the damage reduction support. Maybe they could decrease the multi-turn support, and in turn he becomes like a much harder hitter character and stuff like that. Because at this point when he transforms, it'll be the end of the battle anyways. Most of your characters are built up, and you should be fine for the most part. Maybe even make him a slot 1 character to like, you know, move it around. So it's like, okay, Zamasu loses his major damage reduction. Now he's only at the 40%. He would really prefer to super attack first as well. You could put this guy in slot 1. Maybe he's guarding, gets defense when guard is activated in slot 1. And then maybe he provides support, like multiplicative, even if it's within the same turn. Something like that would be like ideal for how this guy works out. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just very basic. They need to provide us these abilities that these teams don't have. Well, it's like Vegito could really do anything. I think we really want something from like Rose Goku Black to make him stand out. And it's like, okay, I really want to use him on this team. Now, if we take a look at the teams this guy should be on, I mean, he should be on somewhat similar teams to Goku Black. I mean, if we'll take a look at S Tier Rose. So Romagatsu will be on Patara. He will not be on Future Saga. Time Travelers, he'll be on Exploding Rage. Inhuman Deeds, he might not be on. Corroded Body and Mind, yes. Accelerated Battle, I assume so. Worldwide Chaos, I don't know. Because, I don't know if he'll be on Worldwide Chaos. He might not be on there. Maybe not, because again, he's not really, like, because the reason obviously they're in Worldwide Chaos is because, you know, Goku Black and Zamasu are like, you know, terrorizing the Future Saga world. But they're not really doing that in Heroes. Power Beyond Super Saiyan, yeah. Power Wishes, yeah. He'll be on a couple of extra category teams, though. I mean, if you take a look at, like, Super Saiyan 3 characters, I mean, regardless, he'll be on the full power category. So we could bring up you for full power. Then he'll obviously also be on the Super Saiyan 3 category, which I'm trying to find a Super Saiyan 3. Is there not, like, a Super Saiyan 3 character here? Like, with Fierce Battle? Like an LR? There's not. In Super Saiyan 3... doesn't really get much, I guess, right? We'll just bring up this guy, right? The Super Saiyan 3 team. Maybe he'll be on Final Trump Card. Maybe he'll be on Mastered Evolution. I could see him on Mastered Evolution. Yeah, that he can get like some of these extra teams. Again, like Full Power, Mastered Evolution, Super Saiyan 3. Obviously, he'll be on that team. Final Trump Card. I could see him being on there, maybe. A bunch of these different teams potentially, right, that he could end up being on, which is helpful, because he'll be missing some of the teams. But I mean, a lot of these are like kind of super class teams that he's losing, so I don't know. Regardless, he's gonna be on a good amount of teams. Leader skill wise, what do I want to see from him? He'll also be on, crossover and then the Dragon Ball Heroes team too. I mean, if they want to make him like an extreme class Power Wishes leader, that would be really, really cool, I think. Yeah, like, or time travelers, because neither of these have leads that are really good for extreme class. I mean, Hearts is fine. I mean, Hearts could still work as a leader, to be honest. I think for time travelers, he has the guard ability and everything, and especially if Rose is like a really helpful support unit, you could probably get away with that. But Power Wishes extreme class leader, that'd be really sick. I would absolutely love that. I think that would work out well. It doesn't really matter if all Goku Blacks aren't on the team either, because again, we have Fused Zamasu, which provides a 200% to all Goku Black and Zamasus, right? So that's a thing there. But I mean, ideally, as many Goku Black and Zamasus will be on his team, so you could work well with them. Link set should be... Will he have Over and Flash? I guess he'll probably have Over and Flash. They'll probably get rid of Dismal... I mean, ideally, they get rid of Dismal Future and just put Over and Flash there. He probably will have... limit breaking form. I'm not sure if he'll keep limit breaking form when he goes full power, because this is Super Saiyan 3 Rose and this is full power Rose, right? So it's technically not Super Saiyan 3 Rose, but maybe they will keep him with limit breaking form, and maybe in that case, like, what would he get rid of? Dismal Future will definitely be gone, I think, for like Over and Flash limit breaking form. Hopefully not Prepared for Battle, but I guess losing Prepared for Battle wouldn't matter as much as losing Fear and Faith. Though at the end of the day, if he's providing a lot of key support or changing, key links don't necessarily mean as much, especially if he's giving himself like 3 key and then he's supporting or orb changing. That should be okay. But yeah, that's what I want to see for Rose Goku Black. Let's take a look at some of your guys' thoughts here, and if you want to leave a comment below what you want to see for the Rose Goku Black, feel free to do so. But we got 23 responses here, plus potentially some quotes. So let's see. Recover 30% of the damage taken as HP, and then survive a KO hit. I mean, healing abilities would be nice, but I don't think this team needs a healing option. Like, doesn't this guy heal? Am I not mistaken? He does not heal. Do one of these things heal? Maybe I'm just crazy. Okay, so this guy does not heal, but I do know that this guy has healing properties. We know that what's his face, Aegis Masu has healing on here, and I feel like even Inzamasu has healing. With healing, it could be a little dangerous if you want to get this guy's domain out, but I guess healing would be fine. But I'm not sure if this is like a good thing necessarily. Because like if he's like gonna be really tanky, then like this won't really do much, unless it's like an instant heal. Then like maybe, but I don't know. Support and damage reduction in slot 1. That's fine. I think that works out, right? Like if he's in slot 1, he's supporting aim reduction. I think that's cool too. Because Fusion Zamasu, he technically doesn't have to be in slot 1, but you'll probably put him in slot 1 for like the very first turn because he has the 80% reduction. Like unless this guy is also invincible in slot 1, I'm not sure if like you're gonna want to prioritize that, if that makes sense. Monster support could be extreme class time travelers, so it hits characters like Hearts and Demigod. Yeah, it could just be extreme class time travelers or just extreme class, right? I think just extreme class is fine. Maybe he gives extreme class 2 key 30%, then time travelers or extreme class time travelers also do get like an extra 1 key and 20%. So like those characters would get 50%. Guard, damage reduction, dodge, some type of utility that isn't restricted. If it is restricted, it should just be extreme class and not heroes or crossover. He should get defense over super and in passive when performing a super attack. I think that's fair. Multiplicative defense from 2 different ways. Well, 2 different ways technically that works out. Guard, support, ability to go in slot 1 after transforming. Yeah, I think I was talking with this with Zied, I think, where it's like Zamasu again, like I said earlier, he's gonna be your slot 1 unit for the first few turns, so we don't really need him to be like slot 1 potentially until like the damage reduction wears out, and then it'd be nice for him to be a slot 1 unit. Big bad bosses, yeah. Will he? he might not get big bad bosses, huh? I mean, I was assuming he will. Hearts. Does Hearts have big bad bosses? Hearts has big bad bosses, does he not? He does. But he's like the big bad boss. I'm gonna assume he's gonna get big bad bosses. Because, I mean, he fought Blue Gogeta, dude. He fought Blue Evolution Gogeta, dude. I will... And he's like a major part of the arc, I feel. I would assume he's getting big bad bosses. I was going under the assumption, but I guess he technically might not. Doesn't... If I'm not mistaken, doesn't Meki Kabura also have big bad bosses, right? This guy has big bad bosses. Yeah, but is there anyone that's like should have big bad bosses that doesn't get it? Like Cooler is not, obviously he's extreme class, but he's not really like a antagonist right here. Cooler is actually like a good guy. Like in the anime, doesn't he fights against like Few and everyone. I guess Few is a character that doesn't have big bad bosses that technically he could. I would assume Dark King Fu would have big bad bosses, right? Demigra doesn't have big bad bosses. So I don't know. Maybe not. Sealess, doesn't he have it as well? Yeah, he does. I'm gonna say he would have it. Just cause if he doesn't have it, that's really bad. But Villain Shaft, man, Villain Shaft. That's a pretty bad idea. Corroded body and mind support? No. Again, here's the same one. Recover 30% of damage taken as HP. That wouldn't really come out really that well. Good ones. Good, hopefully so, yeah. Oh, here's a concept here. Roman Gods crossover for the leader skill, then 30% to heroes or time travelers. Okay. 80% attacking defense. 60% attacking defense at guard. When there's an extreme class Roman Gods or crossover ally attacking in the same turn. That sounds good. 80% defense if guard is activated. Okay. Plus an additional 80% attack and high chance to crit when supering. This sounds good to me. Additional attack that's a high chance to become super. Then supporting key 366% defense to Realm of Gods or crossover. Attacking defense raise for the turn. Transforms to Rose. Well, it would just be Crimson Mass in full power. After 5 more attacks is received and HP is 80% or less from the 7th turn. Okay. And yeah, this is a good link set, I would say. He's not... Okay, so you give him godly power, but he nightmares twice. He is going to have Overrun of Flash. Well, he might not have Overrun of Flash, but he probably will get Limit Breaking form, right? Just looking at the rest of this, I mean, if you want to pause the screen and read it, you can. It's because I don't feel like reading all of it, to be honest. But this seems good, I think. Yeah, I mean, this should be fine, right? I think this reads good to me. That'd be good. Really strong character. Okay. Attack and defense 300% guards. And then transforms in turn 3. Fuzumasu's team helped that out. It's not one offensive and defensive god. Restricted to buffs and fighting a Goku. I guess one thing is that this guy is like... He'll be on target Goku probably. Because the thing about this Goku Black is that he said he killed like 100 Gokus or something. Like he killed like almost 100 Gokus, or like exactly 100 Gokus before facing like Goku from Heroes. So he probably would be on target Goku because he's obviously searching to fight all the Gokus and he's killing them to improve his own power. Insane restriction, so he's unrunnable on any non-heroes extreme team. Hopefully that's something you don't want to see. No restrictions. 2% reduction per orb obtained, up to 20% if there's 6 or more extreme Drama heroes. Okay, well, these people just want him to suffer. Hopefully it's gonna be good. That's all I'm gonna read for these guys. Like you guys' replies, but let me know in the comments below what you want to see. Hopefully he's really good. That's it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.